Today I escaped anxiety. Or no, I discarded it, because it was within me, in my own perceptions, not outside. Our life is what our thoughts make it. How ridiculous and how strange to be surprised at anything which happens in life. The soul is dyed the color of its thoughts. Think only on those things that are in line with your principles. Then Ben MCC Hun. Your mind will take the shape of what you frequently hold in thought. The world is nothing but change. Our life is only perception. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. It is not events that disturb people, but their judgments concerning them. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. And this you have the power to revoke at any moment. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it. To live happily is an inward power of the soul. Your life is what your thoughts make it. Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul. The mind adapts and converts to its own purposes the obstacle to our acting. Accept humbly, let go easily. Never let the future disturb you. You will meet it ... with the same weapons of reason. To be like the rock that the waves keep crashing over. The best answer to anger is silence. It is in your power to withdraw yourself whenever you desire. Perfect tranquility within. Nothing happens to any man that he is not formed by nature to bear. The greatest portion of peace of mind is doing nothing wrong. The obstacle in the path becomes the path. Never forget, within every obstacle is an opportunity to improve our condition. Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart. The first rule is to keep an untroubled spirit. The second is to look things in the face and know them for what they are. The mind adapts and converts to its own purposes the obstacle to our acting. Let not your mind run on what you lack as much as on what you have already. Whatever anyone does or says, I must be a good man for. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. The only thing that isn't worthless, to live this life out truthfully and rightly. Do every act of your life as if it were your last. It is not fit that I should give myself pain, for I have never intentionally given pain even to another. A man, when he has done a good act, does not call out for others to come and see. Let men see, let them know, a real man who lives as he was meant to live. The perfection of moral character consists in this, in passing every day as the last. The freedom to do only what is right. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. P1. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. The art of living is more like wrestling than dancing. The only wealth which you will keep forever is the wealth you have given away. The happiness of those who want to be popular depends on others. The happiness of those who seek pleasure fluctuates with moods outside their control. But the happiness of the wise grows out of their own free acts. The object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane. Nothing has such power to broaden the mind as the ability to investigate systematically and truly. He who follows reason in all things is both tranquil and active at the same time. The mind is that which is roused and directed by itself. It makes of itself what it chooses. To the wise, life is a problem. To the fool, a solution. The mind is the master of every kind of fortune. It can be its own friend and its own enemy. Look within. Within is the fountain of good, and it will ever bubble up if you will ever dig. Let not your mind run on what you lack as much as on what you have already. Be content to seem what you really are. The character of the wise man is to be happy with what he has and not to desire what he has not. Remember that very little is needed to make a happy life. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. The more we value things outside our control, the less control we have. Because your own strength is unequal to the task, do not assume that it is beyond the powers of man. Loss is nothing else but change, and change is nature's delight. Look back over the past, with its changing empires that rose and fell, and you can foresee the future too. Time is a river, a violent current of events, glimpsed once and already carried past us. Everything that exists is in a manner the seed of that which will be. All things from eternity are of like forms and come round in a circle. The longest lived and those who will die soonest lose the same thing. The present is all that they can give up. The memory of everything is very soon overwhelmed in time. Everything that exists is in a manner the seed of that which will be. I have often wondered how it is that every man loves himself more than all the rest of men, but yet sets less value on his own opinion. A person's worth is measured by the worth of what he values. The measure of a man is the worth of the things he cares about. The true worth of a man is to be measured by the objects he pursues. A noble man compares and estimates himself by an idea which is higher than himself. The opinion of 10,000 men is of no value if none of them know anything about the subject. A man's worth is no greater than his ambitions. He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe. It is the responsibility of leadership to work intelligently with what is given. The secret of all victory lies in the organization of the non-obvious. A man must stand erect, not be kept erect by others. Do not act as if you had 10,000 years to throw away. Death stands at your elbow. Be good for something. The best way to avenge yourself is to not be like that. The best revenge is not to be like your enemy. To refrain from imitation is the best revenge. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice. How much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the causes of it? The best way to avenge yourself is to not be like the one who wronged you. Poverty is the mother of crime.